Bhagavad Gita 8.3 Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavoadhyatmam Uchyate Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaro Visargah Karma Sangitaha. So from here Krishna starts answering Arjuna's questions and he states here Aksharam Brahma Paramam Aksharam, the infallible Brahma, spiritual reality, Paramam, it is supreme. So Krishna is saying Brahma is the Akshara and the Parama. So Arjuna's question was Kim Tad Brahma? That was the first question in 8.1. And Krishna is answering that the Brahma is the infallible. Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavo Adhyatmam Uchyate. Adhyatma. Adhyatma is, what is Kim Tad Brahma Kim Adhyatmam? So Arjuna's question is answered by Krishna by saying that Swabhavo Adhyatmam Uchyate. Swabhav is Adhyatma. Kim Karma Purushottama? The third question. And that is answered here by stating that Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaro Visargaha Karma Sangitaha. Karma Sangitaha, this is called as karma. So what is karma? Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaro. Bhuta Bhava Udbhava. Udbhava is creation. Bhuta is, here it can refer to the living entities. Bhava is to creation, production. So that which leads to the production of the material bodies of the living beings, that is called as karma. Here we see how technical context specific definitions of words correlate with their generic definitions according to time, place, circumstance. That means that there are certain words which have certain meanings in certain situations, and we need to recognize that such words don't easily gel with the normal reality that we experience in material existence. That means the word karma or the word Brahma, they can have many meanings. And sometimes when we encounter words in specific contexts, the meanings may differ from what we normally consider their meanings to be. So here, Krishna is stating Aksharam Brahma Paramam. So that which is infallible, that which is transcendental is Brahma. This can refer to the living entity, this can refer to the Supreme Lord. So different acharyas explain it differently, and such explanations are perfectly fine as long as they are consistent with the overall message of the Gita. So, Jaramaran Mokshaya Mama Shukti Tantiye Te Brahma Tadviduhu Kritsnam Adhyatmam Karma Chakilam. So, if you see in that context, it was in this context that Krishna used the word Brahma, and it was this contextual use that Arjuna clarified, that those who seek refuge from the miseries of old age and death, Mam Ashritya Tanti, and they endeavor and to take shelter of me, and in the endeavor, te Brahma, they become Brahma, Krishna says. They Brahma Tadviduhu Kritsnam, and they know fully Adhyatmam Karma Chakhilam. They know Adhyatma their karma, they also know karma. You could say they know adhyatma karma, or they become spiritualized in their action, whichever way you want to take the meaning. We'll see according to the context how different meanings fit. So now, te Brahma, they become spiritual. They themselves become Brahma. What does this mean? If you see, the absolute reality is always Brahman. It doesn't become Brahman at any time. And what this means in this particular context is that the living entity becomes aware of its spiritual identity and glory. That living entity whose spiritual consciousness was obscured now becomes aware of its spiritual glory. So Krishna says, so who is Brahma? Aksharam Brahma Paramam. When the living entity is situated in the transcendental position, then the living entity has attained the infallible position. That living entity is Brahma. Krishna will talk later in the 15th chapter. Dvavim Purusha Loke Sharaschakshara Evacha Kshara Sarvani Bhutani Kutastha Akshara Uchyate. There are two kinds of living entities. There are the conditioned and the liberated. And the liberated are the highest. They are the best. And after that, so the highest, but they are not supreme, Krishna says. Uttama Purushatva Anyaha Paramatmeti Udaharuta. That Uttama Purusha is someone else. Now going beyond that, Krishna says that I am Bhagavan. So here, Swabhavo Adhyatma Muchyate. Swabhava Adhyatma means Swabhava, one's own nature. Adhyatma. So what is Adhyatma? Its own Swabhava is Adhyatma. So Adhyatma in a conversational sense means spirituality, we could say. That's the meaning. So here Krishna says the soul's nature is spiritual. Or spirituality is its nature. What is Adhyatma? Its nature is Sadhyatma. Swabhavo Adhyatma Muchyate. That means Krishna had said Adhyatmam Karma Chakhilam. So the activity becomes spiritual. So when the soul becomes spiritualized, then all its activity becomes spiritual. The soul doesn't act with selfish material motivation at that time. The soul acts with pure spiritual motivation. And so now after that, if we see further what Krishna speaks here, Bhuta Bhavodbhav Karo Visargah Karma Sangitaha. Bhuta Bhavodbhav Karo. Bhuta Bhava Udbhava. That which leads to generation of the material bodies of the living beings, that is called as karma. How does this work? Actually, if we think carefully and if we understand, then we will see that so Krishna states that karma leads to generation of our material bodies. And when the karma becomes adhyatma karma, as he mentioned in 7.28, then there will be no such generation of bodies. Now, so here we see the word karma can in general refer to activity. We discussed the four meanings of the word karma when we are talking about karmanya karmaya kashet, akarmani cha karmaya. So karma can mean action, karma can mean reaction to action, karma can mean the system of action reaction, and karma can also refer to one category of action. That is, there is karma, vikarma and akarma. So here Krishna is referring to karma more in the sense of action which produces reaction. And he says that when the soul takes shelter of Krishna, that is this 7.28, then the karma will become spiritualized. Adhyatmam karma cha akhilam. So to respond to Arjuna's questions, Krishna answers very briefly over here, saying that the living entity is Brahma. The living entity, when it comes to realize its infallible transcendental nature, it is Brahma, and we all have our material swabhava, which is according to Varnashram, which means Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. But the Adhyatma, spirituality, that is the essential swabhava of the soul. The soul by nature is spiritual. And then when the soul is in a conditioned or unnatural stage, at that time, the work that it does, which leads to the development of material bodies, bhuta bhavod bhavakaro, visarga karma sangitaham. And how our activity leads to the development of bodies, that will become the theme based on which Krishna will say that we should always work for him, think of him, and then we will attain him. Thank you. Gita 8.3